Something I've noticed with just people in general, and I don't know, maybe this is like a chronically online thing, but something for me is just why wouldn't you just be why wouldn't you just be somebody that most people look at as like a crazy person, you know? Like when you think about Julius Caesar, like this literally random dude. He took his legions to Gaul, clutched up, like came back. I mean, I'm not the whole history. I need to brush up on the history, but I'm pretty sure it was like that. It was like random dude. Maybe he came from like a rich family or something. He had kind of like a setup. But anyway, the point is still valid. Just because you belong to, like, I'm sure there've been many people that were born into like a good family. D- how many Julius Caesars are there? Okay, it's like calm down, Big G. But yeah, the random dude, basically random dude, went to Gaul, conquered, became like a really famous general. Like the men loved him. Like the army loved him. He had the army on him, so on himself. He also had the people, and that's like that's very dangerous. And then eventually he gets killed. And I think I saw something about how the reason they killed him is because, like, I mean, he had the army and the people as well, and this is like a lot of power. And at the time the Romans were a republic, and they wanted to kill Caesar to prevent it from turning into like an empire, basically. But then what do we have now? What we have now is a month named after the dude, and right after that, the emperor of Rome was called the Caesar, like my fucking Hispanic accent. But yeah, the Caesar, like, yeah. What the, can you dude? Can you imagine? Can, can you imagine your boy from high school, Julius Caesar? Like your boy Julius Caesar comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, Brody, you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna become a general in the Roman legion. I'm gonna clutch up in Gaul. I'm gonna expand the empire. I'm gonna make everybody like me, and then I'm gonna go down killed by people that are nowhere near at my level, and I'm just gonna cement myself in history forever." Bro, you would tell your main man Julius Caesar, who you went to high school with, you would be like, bro, we gotta lock in, on this job, man. Yo, Julius, brother, I have no idea about anything you just said, bro. All I know is that I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn right now, Julius. I can't be listening to you yapping about all this like empire, about like going down, surrounded by like people that were like inferior to you. Julius, what are you talking about, big bro? We gotta lock in on this job. Like, while you're talking about taking over the empire, or turning the republic into an empire, I'm over here worrying about this job, bro. What are you talking about? Like, you see, and I'm not saying, I'm not saying that I'm trying to be Julius Caesar. I'm not saying that if you were to become like a crazy person, or like have these expectations out of life, that you would get there. Like, I mean, you can hope to be like the emperor of the universe. I mean, that's, you could do that. But my point isn't that by being seemingly delusional that you're gonna get there. That's not my point. My point is, like, why wouldn't you? Like, why wouldn't you just be like a crazy person? And not even, you gotta keep in mind that the bar for being crazy is like super low. It used to be that, oh, I want to become king someday. Like, I'm sure there was a point in history where that wasn't even that crazy, like, but right now the bar for crazy is like, dude, no, I go to bed every day at the same time, and I wake up at the same time as well. Or like, yeah, dude, no, I mean, I'm trying to get in this gym. I'm trying to. I'm trying to literally, I'm trying to be peeled out of my fucking mind. I'm trying to like literally take my shirt off and just like stop time with how absolutely shredded I am. Like imagine like you're so shredded, time stops. The Doctor Strange just immediately takes a nap because he's miring, he passed out, so time stops. You know, it's like that. That's what the bar for like being crazy these days is, or like and that's like a little bit lower in terms of like how crazy you can be, but even higher than that is like dude, I'm sorry, bro. Like I'm really sorry, dude. I'm not downloading LinkedIn and I'm not getting no fucking job. That's like a bit higher. Like now a lot of people are telling you that you're crazy, right? Like when you get down and you're like, hey, bro, I'm not even gonna cap BG. I'm not getting no fucking job. I I literally I have a thing on my browser where like I blocked YouTube, I blocked Pornhub, and I blocked Indeed as well. I blocked LinkedIn on my browser. I'm not even opening that shit. Like, see now you're going higher. Now you're like taking it a step further. But what why wouldn't you? And my thing is, um, again, like people think that these things are like supposed to be as like a way to get there, but it's just like, why wouldn't you have that desire in the first place? And why wouldn't you put all your eggs into that if that's what you wanted to do? You know, like why wouldn't you just be a crazy person? Why wouldn't you be like, I don't know, you go somewhere and you just talk to people? That's one thing I would like to do. There's this guy that I know, and he like seems to know a bunch of people, and he's not even like, by the way, he's not this like handsome tall guy. He's like literally, just a, I'm not trying to fucking hate on him, but he's kind of like a regular dude, but he just knows a lot of people, man. Like he knows me, and through him I've met a bunch of people, and he just seems to just talk. He just talks, and he's not even perfect. Like I wouldn't say that he's a pillar of charisma, but he just talks. And to me, he seems like a little crazy, but that's just me. That's just me now, like from my point of view, where I'm not crazy. Like this is one of the first times ever where I'm the one that's normal and I'm looking at a crazy person. But no, dude, I want to be crazy. Like him, that guy, that crazy guy that just keeps talking and talking, and he just kind of like knows people. He just talks. He like I want to be him. Like how do I do that? Now, of course, I want to do it in my own sort of flavor, but that's a goal that I have. And like to me, he's like a little crazy. But why wouldn't I want to like have that? Like imagine being the guy that like talks to people like that. And and like I'm this is a matter of perspective. Like if you grew up around like a friend group or something, maybe you don't think this is crazy. But even then, it it's not a matter of like maybe you already have friends and you think that you're a social butterfly, but it really is a matter of like meeting new people. Like how good are you at starting from zero? That's one thing I realized, because back in school when I was a kid, I thought I was good at socializing, but like no, I was just a funny dude, and I was around the same people for like 12 years straight. Because in Cuba, that's how school is. In school, you don't switch classrooms. The professor is the one that switches classrooms, so you kind of stick with the same people through all of elementary school, through all of high school. So of course I'm eventually going to talk to somebody. Like even like there were some really antisocial people in my class, and we all met some like we knew them. Like these were some of the most antisocial. Like for the first 3 months of the semester or like the school year, they never talked to somebody. They like literally sat on their own. But eventually, like you end up talking to somebody. Especially considering that back then there was like phones. Well, not back then. I'm not fucking 80 years old, but in Cuba we don't have as much technology, so phones weren't as much of a thing. Like nowhere near, like no internet, for example. Like there was no internet. we had phones, but there was no internet. Like there was no Instagram for you to hop on when you're fucking awkward. Uh, but yeah, everybody like would end up meeting somebody. But yeah, like I would wanna be able to still um do that. Like I like he seems crazy to me, but I want that. I want that craziness. I want that's the kind of craziness that I'm trying to have. And you know, just to kind of finish off, it's craziness in terms of like what people think is crazy. What people look at you and they go, dude, what like what do you mean you're not gonna have a job? Like like what you're gonna make YouTube videos? Like you what you're Logan Paul, bro thinks he's Logan Paul, and it's like no, dude, like I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it right now. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna give that a shot. Like what? Like yeah, I know you think I'm crazy, but this is something that I like. This is something that I want to do, so I'm gonna do it. And it's just first of all, people are not gonna immediately like throw you off a bridge just because you start doing things that they consider that's crazy. And also by the way, you don't need to tell people that you're doing anything in the first place. Uh, but you know, you don't need to tell anybody. Like if that's what you want to do, I'm not gonna tell anybody that I'm like doing shit. They can like I never tell anybody anything. Actually, they find out whenever they see me do it, or if they randomly find out, right? But yeah, why wouldn't you be crazy? Why wouldn't you do something that is that is viewed by most people as like a crazy thing, you know? And that's what I want to do. Like I want to dedicate some of my time to doing those things because eventually you're not gonna have that ability anymore of like doing crazy things, of of like going off. Like eventually you get old, and that's it. So if you're gonna be crazy right now while you have your time. And you know, I'm kind of extending this video past what it needs to be, but if you're fucking 40 watching this, still go for it. Like both things are true. This is one thing I saw from this guy on Instagram. I gotta get his like channel so I can. I mean, this is literally my second video, so I don't think he's worrying that much about me giving him credit. But he said that both things are true. Time is running out. Like you're getting old, dude. You're getting old. Time is running out, but it's never too late. Wait, I don't mean to flip you off, but it's never too late. It's like both things are true. T- Time is running out, but it's never too late to start. Both things are true. Like they're not contradictions. They're true. Both of them are true, and he explained it very well. And I'm sure that if you have a little bit of IQ, you would probably wrap your head around that. If not, then I'll probably end up making a video about that too to break it down for you. But yeah, just why wouldn't you be a crazy person? Just go be crazy.